Mpxone, Paxton Music and Life. Welcome to my channel. For all those that are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit like, and also make sure you hit that bell to get the notifications for all my latest videos. All right, you guys, I am back. I had to do a beat breakdown for that beat that I did on live. So this is it. I'm just going to go over it. We'll talk about what I used in it. And this is the beat. So let's go to one of the first sounds that I used in it. And that was this right here, the horns. I built it around this. Everything was derived from just the element of me building that horn. All the ideas came from that, okay? And of course, I went into my drums. I used the drum kit off of here, so I didn't load any special drums or my drums. I used the kit that's already on here. Let's see. And I also used some other really cool sounds, you guys, off of here, off of the Novation. Didn't use that sound. I was gonna use that sound, but I didn't use it. This actually sounds like the Mini Moog a little bit. Hold on. So let's play that again. So here's a sound that I used off of the Novation. Just a real simple sound, man. And like I said in the live, this sound here to me is just like, it fit with this track so perfect. And I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this track. I do think I'm going to pitch this track to an artist, somebody, industry artist, I'll pitch it to. I'll decide who I'm going to pitch it to. I don't know yet. Make some phone calls, you know what I'm saying, and get this out to some artists. Adjust this MPC, make sure I got it right. Okay, so, and here's another one off of the Mini Nova. I love this Mini Nova. That's all that does. But the effect on it is so beautiful. That comes off of here as well. And you know what? Somebody was asking me, somebody had watched my video and asked me a question about how to connect my Nova to the MPC. I can't remember who asked the question, but since we're on live, I just connect my output of the keyboard, any keyboard you're using, the output of your keyboard will go out of that keyboard left and right, and you're going to go into the input of your MPC. Okay, so you're going to go into the input of 3 and 4. That's what I have it in. So out of the main left and right into the input 3 and 4. Well, that's with any audio keyboard, anything that you're using. You just connect it that way, and you're able to hear it, whether it's a module or whatever. It's a little bit different too, like, because also sometimes if you're MIDI-ing this to use it as MIDI, I have this MIDI, and you have a whole bunch of different modules connected, you're probably going to have to go in and cut off MIDI channels so that they don't conflict with another MIDI channel. But that's a whole nother situation I'll explain to you guys later. But Another sound I put in is the cabasa. Cabasa, and that's how that cabasa does. And I put a real hard, heavy, raw cabasa on that, you guys. It's like real raw. Okay, here's the piano that I put, and that piano comes off of the stage piano off of here. Hold on a second. Let me see something, you guys. Give me 1 minute. Hold on. Let's see something. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that piano is like kicking butt. And this does not want to stay on mute for some reason. It keeps coming off of mute. So we got that. That's the horn. But where was I at? I was on the piano. Hold on. So here's the piano. So to me, that's so nasty. I love that piano on the downbeat, you guys, because the way I have that rhythm running, having that piano on the downbeat gives it that real hip hop edge, like something that Dre would have thought of, like, okay, let me put that piano on the downbeat, right? Because he does a lot of stuff like that in a lot of his records. Let's go to that snare. That's the second snare, you guys. And I have that snare compiled with a different snare. Okay, here's the sub. I know y'all can hear that sub because it's ringing on this end. Yeah. It's got that, yeah. Oh, man. Something like, I got it kind of playing off beat a little bit on purpose, you guys. So it's got that, it's kind of behind. Oh, no, slipping a little bit. Let's hear that clap. It's a clap and snare combo. That's that snare. And let's go back to, take it off of that. Let's see what we have right here. Okay, just trying to go through what sounds I have on here. Hold up. We already got that down. Okay, I'm just trying to go through any sounds, see if I missed anything, because I want to make sure that you guys hear everything that I had on there. And see, I have like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like only 8 sounds in this track. So I'm thinking I have more, but there's only 8 sounds to this track. So it's amazing that it sounds so great with only eight sounds to it. And that's the thing about producing, you guys. It's like, once again, sometimes less is more. Sometimes more can be too much. Sometimes less is more. So you got to kind of build an ear when it comes to production and what to put and what not to put, what to place where. It's like a marriage of sounds. You know what I'm saying? The sounds have to kind of talk to each other. You know what I mean? They have to kind of collaborate together to create this great piece of art. And those things are important. That's not something that can necessarily be taught. It can and can't be taught. That's something that you kind of gotta have a little bit of knowing or feeling, because after you've done this for a long time, when you've done this for a minute, you're able to kind of pick up on what you should play and what you shouldn't. Your ears become kind of tuned and seasoned to what you should and shouldn't play, or what you should and shouldn't do. So when producing a track, just take your time, man, and don't try to make it perfect. Like, sometimes you might have to stop and go back to the track later. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just might have to take a break. And because sometimes you can actually mess up a great track. You can actually take a track and ruin it because you're trying to force things on it. Sometimes I might take a break and come back to a track the next day. Sometimes I might take a break and come back to a track 2-3 weeks later. So there is no rule of thumb with it. But I will say there is one rule to it, and that is not to rush a great idea, because you can have something great like this. I created this on live. I was on live to do a breakdown of other beats that I had done. And then I hit the pad and heard something, and this track was created. So that's a prime example of what I'm saying. It's almost like you got to be inspired to create great art, and whatever inspires you, just don't rush the process and don't overthink it, and don't try to force something on a track that shouldn't fit there. To me, this is a great idea of creating a track with all the right sounds that made this track what it is. exactly what I'm saying, you guys. Let me bring that volume up on that some. We're gonna bring this up some. And then bring it down over here. I'm sorry, that was loud as heck. Let me bring that other sound up some. Right here. Yeah, so sometimes you can rush something that's great. It's not something you want to do. You want to take your time and let the track happen on its own, you guys. Hold on. Like I said, when you create these tracks, you want to always not rush the process. Let that process happen on its own. And then that way you know you're not making a mistake. One thing about being natural and organic with creating any kind of track, if you have a lot of years of experience, you'll know that when it comes organic, it just feels better. When it comes organic, you know that you didn't try to force the idea. Some of the greatest records were created in a few minutes, but it was also based on those organic moments where people didn't overthink the process. They just kind of let whatever happen. That's when you know it's real. You know what I mean? But if I sit here and I'm just thinking and I'm like trying to make a hit and I'm like, I want to make a hit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm forcing myself to make a hit. Sometimes that same fire is not the same element because you can make mistakes unless you got 12 people in the room that are helping you with your ideas. Yeah, I just kind of let it flow with my ideas. I don't rush my ideas. I let everything flow. And like I said, to me, this is a great track. I can hear so many people rocking this track. And I have some ideas of who I'm going to pitch it to. But this is a prime example of not rushing a track and just letting it happen. Once again, when I was on my live, this track kind of happened, you know, and so I didn't really trip out. I was just like, wow, I'm vibing, and everybody on the live, you guys saw me that were on the live were like, yo, that's dope. And I was like, I was shocked because it just kind of happened. And I get a few, it's weird because, I mean, and that happens to me a lot, you guys. For those of you that ask me questions like, what's your process? That's one of my process. I might be working on one song, then I hear 4 or 5 other melodies. I hear 4 or 5 other rhythms, and I end up creating, literally when I'm creating one track, I end up creating like 4 or 5 tracks sometimes within that sequence. I'll go to another sequence, create another track. That's like the normal process for me. That's why sometimes, and most of the time, I'm doing 10 to 15 tracks a day because my mind just goes crazy and it moves fast, beyond the point of real time. My mind is moving like light speeds, you guys. So keep the process natural, keep it organic. Don't rush trying to do something that you could just take your time and let the universe, because these ideas come from an infinite place, you guys. It comes from the universe. Because to be able to create music and create something out of the blue is like magic. It's like you doing your hands and voila, there's a watch in my hand or a ring. That's how it is with music. For us creators to be able to create from nothing to something is very powerful. It's magical. it's heavyweight because it comes from an infinite place, and that's why you should never second guess your thoughts of creation. I appreciate you guys that have been tuning in. I know I've been going live more. I've been getting also some weird little comments. Just know that my channel is about having fun, producers coming into my channel, having great conversations about music and life and the music industry. I'm involved with a lot of cool things in the music industry. So if you get on my channel and you're saying something negative, or if you're leaving negative comments or posts, they're not going to get approved. So it doesn't matter how many times for those people and those persons, the ones that keep commenting certain stuff that you thinking is going to get approved. I got a team of people that go through my stuff that's posted if I'm not looking through it, and they'll just delete it. So you're wasting your time. If you're not coming in this channel for some love, don't come at all. You just scroll through it and go to another channel and comment on their channel. Don't come here comment with negativity. Now, if you're coming here with love and you're here out of love and you're wanting to learn and meet other people and have a good time and learn about the music industry and the things that are going on in the music industry, or learn about how to be able to compete in the music industry as a label, as an artist, or as a producer. I've done all those things and I'm still doing it. You want to learn those things? Distribution, marketing, promotions, radio, the real business and how it works. You came to the right place because you're going to learn all that here at my channel. But like I said, if you just in here asking me a whole bunch of questions, because even some of my regular people ask me a lot of questions, but that's okay for my regulars that come in here and watch me. Just don't ask questions and delete them. That's the only thing I ask. I got a few people I need to actually ask questions about why they comment and they delete. Some people will come in here on my live and they'll comment and they'll actually delete right after they comment. I've been trying to figure figure out what that's about. I don't know if they don't want somebody else to see their comments on my posts. I'm not quite sure what that's about. I just know they come into my channel, they leave comments, and then they delete them. So that's kind of strange. Why not let the comments, anybody that comment, leave your comment on my live. Let other people see what you're saying. But when you delete it, that's going to make me kind of feel kind of strange about like why you're deleting it, because why type it out? Why ask a question if you're going to delete it? Now, that's no shade on nobody. I'm just telling you some real shit. All right. So listen, I appreciate you guys stopping in, checking me out. Stone Paxton Music and Life, Stone Paxton MPC Connoisseur. I'm going to drop another one probably tomorrow. And or we might do a breakdown, go over some stuff. But we're going to keep this going. Come on, you guys. Creatives, listen. Anybody that's trying to put an album out, let's get these records out. Why are you just creating music on the MPC and you're not dropping records? Everybody's talking about placement. But guess what? You are your greatest placement. Now, we got people that watch my channel who take little things from my channel, bite and try to repost, do other videos, steal my concepts. That's all good. Because guess what? You can't steal from me. It's all copywritten right here in my head. You know what I'm saying? So you get scared the hell out of me. So you can't copy me. But some people are non-creative people. So they'll go watch other people's channels and they'll try to dig ideas or what they're going to talk. And they'll go right to their channel and then take a piece of what I say. And then all of a sudden you look up and they're trying to say something similar to what I said. You'll know who those people are. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Pay attention. Now, I'll say this again. And remember, I said this. You are your biggest placement. Stop trying to look for placements. Create your own placements. Go sign you some acts. Put them in the studio. Put them out. Now, this conversation I'm having, watch somebody else try to bite this conversation and do this on their channel. But you didn't heard it here first. You are your biggest placement. Grab you some artists, put them under your wing, put them out. Don't worry about if I deal with major artists. So artists ask me and producers ask me, how did I get a record on this? How did I get a record on that? I don't stress about getting placements. I don't care. It's cool. I get them. But your biggest placement is yourself. Keep your catalog going. Put artists out that you have if you're a producer or label. Grab your artists, put them out. Drop them. Grab the next one. Drop them. Grab marketing, promotions, radio. Let it chart. Billboard. Let it chart. iTunes Top 100. Drop the next one. Create your own placements. Because you know why? When you create your own placements, can't nobody take it away from you. God gave it to you. Nobody can take it away. When you create your own placements, you create your own situation. So don't worry about chasing placements. Create your own placements. I'll do another video about this in full. I might just do it right when I turn this off. But create your own placements. Stop trying to chase a placement. Create your own placements, man. You feel what I'm saying? You're your biggest gift. So I'll expand on this conversation on another video. And coming from me, take this from a person who has ran his record label since 1995. Take this from somebody that has been in the music industry since the 80s. I know how to run a label. I know distribution in and out, marketing and promotions in and out. That's why every one of my records chart. You can see on that wall back there, I got different records that have charted. And that's nothing. Up the steps, I got other plaques. You know, I got stuff I've done with major labels when I was signed to Grand Jury Warner Brothers, and I got stuff that I've done independently. I'm proud of the stuff I've done independently because it's not connected to a major. I've accomplished those charting records without a major being involved. So trust me when I tell you, everything on this wall and up the steps and upstairs on the other walls is something I've accomplished on my own as a businessman, knowing how to make it happen. So I'm not just a producer. I know how to chart a record. I know how to promote it, the distribution. I know how to get that record on radio, how to break that record and chart that record. So with my channel, it's deeper than just it being me, a producer. So I'll get into that on another video. Like I said, I might just do another video. Since I'm here, I might just go ahead and create another one and talk about that same subject, okay? All right, you guys, Stone Paxton Music and Life. Catch you on the next video. We're definitely going to go ahead and talk about this placement situation, all right? So let's go. Catch me on this next video. We're going to talk about placements and records, okay? Let's go. I'll let this play out, though. Stone Paxton Music and Life.